So I don't know if anyone's ever clicked on one of my links. I'm just going to assume that they have not, because I make a pathetic amount of money from YouTube. It is seriously no money. And it's probably because riders like you just don't want to hear me talking while we're going through a good road like this. But sometimes I get lonely and I need somebody to talk to, and you're available. If I talked about everything that was in my head, you guys would lose your minds. I don't know where the good pavement ended. The road's so wet, I didn't even notice the transition from the good pavement to the old pavement. But we're back on old pavement now. I can see them coming through here and doing tar snakes. Tennessee loves their tar snakes. There really is some cool stuff out here on 315. So if you get a chance to ride out here, it's worth it. There's even 2 places to get gas should you need gas. I think both of them have ethanol free. I can tell you the lady that was running the convenience store at the corner of 30 and 315, she was a very attractive woman with a ginormous wedding ring. She was really nice too. We need more nice people in the world. Too many of us have forgotten how to be nice. I had a lady yesterday in my own neighborhood. She's a angry, bitter old lady. She's probably 75. Hopefully she's on her deathbed, but I doubt it. Evil women like her live forever. But I was doing some work in my neighbor's front yard. He had some shrubs and stuff he wanted removed. So I was driving my cat over to his house. I mean, it goes, top speed's like 8 miles an hour. The speed limit on our neighborhood road is 20, and this lady drives through there about 30, 35. But anyway, I'm driving over to his house. I'm kicked back in the machine. I got the radio cranked up. Just cruising along, 8 miles an hour. She rolls up behind me and starts blowing her horn. So what else could I do? I had to slow down. Apparently I was going too fast if she's blowing her horn at me. So I slowed down. When I got to a place where I could pull off the road, I pulled off. She's blowing her horn, going by me, waving her middle finger. I'm like, wow. Wow, Grandma. You need some anger management. But then I laughed it off. Drove over to my buddy's house. Pulled his shrubs out of the ground. He wanted me to scrape up whatever it's called, the weed control barrier. That was all underneath mulch that had turned into dirt. So I went ahead and I started scraping on that. And once I got the top layer of mulch out of the way, that stuff peeled up. So I just left him a big pile of weeds and a pile of that barrier. Smoothed out his front yard. And I think before September, because here in the mountains, if you plant your grass seed in September, you'll have a beautiful lawn in March. So I may go back there and I might put my rototiller attachment on the skid steer and go over there in September before a rain and rototill up on that big section that I smoothed out, throw some grass seed on it for him. He's a good guy with a sweet wife, little girl, really good people. And I'm going to go slow right here because we are coming up to a place. If you do motorcycle riding, camping, that kind of stuff, please ignore the garbage here in the road. Those are the locals. But Chirahela Mountain Trails Campground, I hear good things about this place. Chirahela Mountain Campground. So yeah, I've heard a lot of riders who stay there and never heard a bad thing about them. So at this stop sign, you're going to make a right, and it's going to take you to Tellico Plains. If you decide that you don't want to go right, you want to take a left, it's going to take you to Etowah, Tennessee. But we're going to go to Tellico Plains on the Trail of Tears, and that's my route for the day. Show you new pavement and listen to me ramble about nonsense. If you made it this far, please hit the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching.